from cup grip. So first I'll show you what it looks like, or at least a variation that you can play around with. So from standing, forget which leg I'm supposed to kick off of. Right, okay. You can also do it from true grip. It's pretty much the same thing. And then you can also do it from the floor, which again is pretty much the same thing. Okay, so what's happening with your arms? When we'll start on the floor. So your bottom arm, I like to place this way, with the pole in the groove between my index and my thumb, like this. So your shoulders externally rotated a little bit. You know, if you were to put it here, when you get to the point where you're upside down, your bottom hand, your shoulder's gonna be twisted and uncomfortable. So if you start out with it externally rotated, you don't have to put it here, but externally rotate so that your fingers face back to the pole. So when you get upside down, there's not a whole bunch of twisting or your shoulder's not in danger, the bottom shoulder. So your top hand, whether you're in true grip or cup grip, it's pulling, but you're not pulling yourself to the pole. You kind of are, but it's more like an effect from what you should be focusing on. You're focusing on pulling the pole through the ground in both grips. You want to pull down, and by pulling the pole down, you're engaging your lat. So we're using grip strength in lat, and by doing that, you'll come into the pole, so it can be misleading. You don't want to think about pulling into the pole. Pulling down into the floor will naturally cause you to also pull into the pole, okay? So the bottom arm pushing extended, don't sink into your shoulder, and then the top arm pulling down. You don't want to be in front or even in line. You'll be a little bit, like your head will be slightly behind the pole. And don't think too much, don't let that confuse you. Like, yes, we're landing over here. You don't need to worry about what's happening with your head placement. You don't want it here because you're going to lose your strength. So keep your head behind the pole, and then you're pushing with the bottom, pulling down with the top. And then so what's happening with your legs? I'm jumping off the right and kicking the left. And you can play around here with the split. You can do like an attitude or straight legs, whatever you prefer, but you have to jump. You have to jump and you have to kick. So jump, kick, pull, and those three things all happen at the same time. So major mistakes that I see when people kick is, first thing, when you're kicking into the split, if you want to do a split, you need to engage your glutes. So this kick, this jumping leg, don't try to bring it forward to land. You want to think split towards the audience. So a good preparation is just worry about a jump. Try to get air time. So I'm going to pull, jump, and kick. You're trying to create air time. So when you're doing that, don't bring the back leg forward. It's going to mess it up. You'll keep the front leg's going to kick, my left leg is going to kick and be the front of the split, and I want my right leg to be the back of the split. So after I jump, I'm going to drive my heel backwards so I can split. So don't let that back leg interrupt the flow of the move, because that's what I see a lot of people doing. Another thing I see a lot of people doing is you're coming desegmented and your body's kind of coming apart. Once you get up there, you'll pull, you'll kick, and then you'll start to kind of bring your legs up separately. And that's wrong. You don't want to be separated in your body as far as you want your body to move as one unit. Once you jump, kick, pull, the body's one unit. So to understand that better, once you jump, kick, and you're in your split pose, whichever you're going to do, that's it with your legs. They stay. You're not doing anything else with them. The rest of this move is coming from the pull. Once you start to pull, you never stop. It keeps going. So think about I'm gonna pull the pole using my top hand down to the floor, but it's gonna come towards my chest. Once I kick with my legs, from here down, everything's set, and that just stays put, and then everything else is done with this pull. I'm not moving anything here. Once I jump, kick, pull, I'm just continuing to pull. So you're kind of trying to pull the pole towards here. So that's more like the walkover way, which is like the full moon. It might be easier to start like the kick, kind of a kick up, where you'll think about more going forward and kicking forward towards the audience, and you can stand up. And then once that feels comfortable, to transfer it to like a walkover full moon, just turn your chest to the ceiling and don't kick forward, kick up. So the easier variation, like a split kick, I'll kind of face up and forward and kick up and forward and pull to land. Now the difference when I want to do the full moon, I'm going to look up, eyes up, chest up, kick up, and pull. Okay? So, don't let your body become desegmented. Once you kick, jump, kick, pull, low body's done. You're set. Don't bend at the hips. Don't do this. People, what are you? That's not it. This stays. Engage your core, stay tight, and just pull is all that's left. Once you jump, kick, all that's left is the pull. So, bringing it up to standing, everything's exactly the same. We'll just talk about the bottom hand a little bit. So, the bottom hand's pushing. So when you're stepping into this, if you put your bottom hand on the pole and it's facing, let me change it, and it's facing right here, well, you're going to be pushing out this way, but you're kicking out this way. So that's no good. You have to place your bottom hand here. So my top hand's pulling, the bottom hand needs to be pushing in the exact opposite direction. Okay, and then your bottom hand's set. And that's really the only thing, which is the same as the floor. You're externally rotating. So ensure that you got your bottom hand pushing the exact opposite way that your top arm's pulling. Engage the lats. When I jump, kick, everything else is just the pull. I jump, kick, and hold everything still except for the arm pulling, okay? You can do the same exact thing with the true grip. You can do leg variations, keeping them straight, or you can do attitude bends. It's up to you. I hope this tutorial helps, and good luck.